if you're confused what a pull request is and how do we raise the pull request, or even we call it as PR, then in this video I'm going to give you a detailed explanation how to do a pull request, why do we do it, and how do we do it in step-by-step process. So let's get started. So all the code that we have will be usually on the main branch. So I have already set up the Git in the previous video. If you want, I will provide the link in the description. Then you can watch that video and set up Git for yourself. The whole code inside Git is usually stored inside the main branch. So let's say you have multiple teams, team 1, team 2, team 3, team 5, or something like that. All the code that will be pushed by all the teams will be on the main branch. So main branch is going to be a source of truth. Main branch is the place where everybody's code will be there and it can be considered as a source of truth. So whole code will be usually at the main branch. So now let's say you have your own Salesforce org, and if you want to push it to the main branch, so even your goal should be specifically to move your code to the main branch. Even that's your specific goal, right? But if you're moving your code to the main branch, it won't be just allowed to move it to the main branch. So you cannot just bluntly go and move your code to the main branch. It's not allowed. And the reason is because main branch is a source of truth. You cannot push any code or junk code or whatever you want to. Basically, what you have to do is you have to get it viewed from your manager or from your lead. Only then you can push it to your main branch. So for that reasons, what we do is we create our own branch. This will be a local branch, or we will create our own branch. We can name it whatever we want to. So let's say I'm going to name it as SF 002. Okay, SF002, and I will push all of this code to this SF002 branch. And once I have pushed all of my code, then what I will do is I will raise this, or I will try to merge this branch with my main branch, basically pushing my code from this branch to this branch. And that's what is called as a pull request. That's what we call raising the pull request, basically stating that whatever code that we have pushed to a specific branch, pushing it to the main branch is called as a pull request. So how do we do it? I already told you that we have to first of all create our own branch. So I will go to my VS Code right now. Right now I'm already on the main branch. If you don't know how to set up the overall Git and everything, I have created a video. I will provide the link in the description how to set up the Git. So I already have this main branch, and this main branch is usually pointing at this develop project, and within that we have a main branch. So what's going to happen is that this is our main branch. So my goal is that first of all, if I want to push it to the main branch, first I need to create my own branch here itself. So I'm going to create my own branch. So let me go from the main branch. It's always recommended to sync. Okay, just click on this sync so that you have the latest details available inside your main branch or inside your VS Code. Okay, now your VS Code has all the details or all the changes that you have. Okay, now once the branches or your VS Code has been updated, next your goal is to go ahead and create a branch. Okay, so first I will click over here and I will create a new branch from, and I will select main. So I want to create the new branch from the main branch itself. So I will create a main branch, and let's say I'm going to name it as SF002, and I'll click on enter. Now what has happened is that my branch has been successfully created. So actually this branch is right now available at local. So this branch is available at my local, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to push all the changes, all the code that I want to this local branch. Okay, it's not yet available on Git. If I refresh it, so we can see, even if I click over here in the branches, I can see main branch is SF001, but I don't have another branch that I've created SF002, and the reason is because this branch is created yet at the local level. So I'm going to take this code and I'm going to push this code to this specific local branch. So let's say I want to create an Apex class. So I will go to classes and I will click on new file. Let's say Apex 2. Okay, .cls. So this is the this is the Apex class that I've created. So let me name it as public class. Okay, so this is the class that I've created. So this is a new class itself. There is nothing inside it, but still it's a new class. And as soon as there is like you are going to make any changes, you are going to create a new component or you're going to do anything. Okay, if you are going to make any specific change on your local, what's going to happen is that that change will be visible to you under the source control. Okay, so I have multiple things available over here, but right now I will go to Apex 2 because I have recently created it. You can also see whether the thing is created newly or it's modified. So you can just go over here. If it's you, this means it's untracked. This means it's a new component. So if you saw right now, Apex 2 was a new component. I just created it in front of you. But I have another component under that as well. That is my Apex. It's already been pushed. So let me write one more system.debug and I'll save it, and I can see that change inside the source control as well. But if you see right now, my Apex class which I have just changed, which was already available, it's already pushed to my Git. Okay, so if it's already available and I have just made some changes, you can see it says as M. This means modified. Whereas if it's a new component, it shows U. This means it's untracked. This means this is a new component to my Git, but my Apex class is already available on the Git and I have made few changes to it. So next thing is that once you come to the source control, you can see all the changes that you have done. I have many changes, but right now let's focus on these two. So this is one of the changes that I want to do. I want to stage all the things. Okay, so there are two steps when you want to push the code to the Git. First thing is you stage the changes and then you commit. Staging means confirming. Okay, confirming. So what I'm going to do is I'm first of all I will stage these changes, or even you can click on the plus icon. So here for Apex 2 class, I'm going to stage this change by clicking on the plus icon. Stage means I'm confirming that these are the changes that I want to push. Now once I have confirmed, now is the place where I am going to actually push the code to the Git. Okay, while pushing the code to the Git, you have to provide a message. So I will say for YouTube tutorial. So first thing what I did was I staged the changes. Staging means basically confirming the changes, and once that is done, I will commit the changes. This is where actually the code will be pushed to your local branch. Okay, not the global branch, local branch. Okay, so what I will do is I will commit the changes. So yes, all the changes that I have done, it's already moved to my local branch. Okay, this is the local branch that I created. Let me, so SF002 I created it locally. Okay, I pushed all the changes to this SF002, and now it's also, I mean, I have added all the changes. Now my goal is that I have to actually go and create the same branch inside the Git. Still I have not created any branch in the Git. Okay, so I have to publish this branch, the local branch that I have created. I have to publish this branch on the Git. Okay, still this branch is not yet created. Okay, it was just created locally. Now my goal is to publish the branch. This means the same SF002 will get actually created inside the Git. Okay, so for that all you have to do is you have to click over here. So if it's a new branch, you will usually get this kind of publish branch icon. Okay, that is this kind of icon. And as soon as I do right now, if I refresh this page, you can see SF002 has a recent pushed, right, 7 seconds ago. So what we have done is now, just now we have whatever changes we did over here, we have published the same branch over here. So SF002, sorry for my spelling, but yeah, SF002 is actually available on the Git, but still is a separate branch. Now once this separate branch is done, now your work will come where you have to raise the pull request. Okay, basically what you will try to do is you will try to merge whatever changes you have done to the main branch. Okay, so for that what you need to do is you need to go to the pull requests, and I'll create a new pull request. Okay, here the base is main branch. I mean, I'm trying to compare it with the main branch, and I'm trying to compare the SF002 with the main branch. Okay, what I'm trying to do is SF002 to the main branch. So comparing SF002 to the base, that is our main branch. Now if I scroll down, I can see all the changes. If you see right now, I just created one Apex class 2. I can see that change over here as well, and I can also see a system.debug hello world which I have modified inside the existing class. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a pull request. and I will say it as YouTube to I can give any title I want to, and I can just click on create pull request. So now what has happened is we have just raised the request to merge this SF002 with the main branch. It's not yet merged. Okay, now this is the same URL which you will give to your manager, or whoever it is. Okay, like if you're a tech lead, if you have a manager who is going to approve this PR, that is called as a pull request. You have to give it to your manager. What he is going to do is that he is going to go ahead and he's going to see how many commits you have made. Okay, for an example, I just made a commit for YouTube tutorial, and also he can go to the files changed and he can specifically see what changes you have done in what components. So shading plus, that is green plus, means a new record or new element or the new component was created, and if you see a dot and yellow, this means there was some modification inside the existing class, right? Let's say somehow if there is some issue, okay, he said, okay, what if by looking at the file change he said that why didn't you add anything inside the publish apex class 2? Then in that case what you have to do is you have to again go and inside the my public apex class, without doing anything, you just made changes like I will write system.debug. Okay, so I've added some system.debug inside it as well, and as soon as I do that, again I will be able to see all the changes inside over here. I can go and I can see, okay, this is the specific change, this is the part where it is available at the local, and okay, sorry, this is the thing which is available at our git, and this is the thing which is available at our local, which we have made the change to system.debug hello world. So what I want to do is I want to actually push the changes, or I want to confirm the changes of system.debug hello world inside our git as well. So I'm going to click on this plus icon. Basically I've just made a specific staging. Okay, example, let me show you one more thing. Let's say I have two system.debug hello world. Let's say I have three system.debug hello world. Okay, now out of these three system.debug hello world, okay, let's say I want to just push the first one, and I don't want to push the second one. So in that case, just select this one, right click, and then select the stage selected ranges. So what's going to happen is that only these two, first and second, will get confirmed, third is not going to get confirmed. You can see this way. The reason is because all three are the same, hello world, hello world, hello world, so you can't see any much difference. But usually what we did was we staged first and third, okay, and we have left the as second as it is. Okay, so you can stage selected as per as the required by this way. Okay, once you do that, you can see the same thing. Staging means basically you are confirming the changes, and once you have confirmed, you can again make the changes like my change 2. Okay, and I'm going to click on commit. Again you can over here click on this arrow. Okay, one arrow, this means I'm going to push the changes. If I would have got the down arrow as well, this means I need to take the new changes and then I have to push. So right now I just want to push the changes, so I'm going to click on this icon and OK. So this is actually going to create one more commit. See, commit number second, which states that my change to, which I added it while committing. So my change to, and you can see more file change. Now now your tech lead or your manager can go to files changed and can see all the changes that you have done. And now let's say once he's satisfied with all these changes, what he can do is he can approve these changes from here. Okay, there are multiple stages that you have to go through. Okay, usually he will add a comment if required any. Okay, let's say what's going to happen is he does not add any comment. Usually he will approve it. Okay, and let's say if he approves the comment, right now I cannot approve it. You cannot approve your own pull request, the reason is, but I can specifically go to this pull request, and what I'm going to do is that I'm going to merge this pull request. This means, let's say your manager is satisfied, okay, he approves this PR and he tells you that I have approved the PR, you can merge it. So you have to go ahead and click on merge the pull request, and what it's going to do is it's going to actually push the code inside SF002 to the main branch. Okay, let me merge the pull request, confirm merge, and what is this is going to do is that it says that, okay, this specific pull request has been merged to the main branch. Okay, SF002 has been merged to the main branch. So if I go to the code and if I go to the main branch, you can see right now some changes have been made, my change to, or some changes had been made 2 minutes ago. If I go to this specific file, you can see my apex class and apex 2 which was not there previously. My apex 2 was not there at all, so my apex 2 has been created. If I go to the specific component, I can also see my changes that I have pushed. Same way, if I go to my apex class, I can see I have pushed one more hello world over here. Okay, so this is the way you can raise a pull request in this Git and using the VS Code as well. If you found this video helpful, I request you to please like this video and subscribe to my channel.